in my life, but
Oh, really?
now I
Well,
have two Uncle Allens.
that's right. Absolutely.
So tell us how Grace Children's Home is funded and the sponsorship. I'm getting hungry to figure out how we can help, and there are people out there in my audience that would love to help. So take us there, how we can
Okay.
tangibly help with that group home.
Absolutely. So the children's home is totally funded through private donations. We don't receive any governmental assistance here or there. We don't have any large corporate donors, not because we wouldn't like them. It's just we haven't made those connections and relationships yet. So primarily it has been through the gifts of individuals and some small businesses that have decided to partner with us. And those donations make it possible for us to have built the children's home, but also to continue to provide the resources it needs. For instance, if you have 60 children, you have 60 kids worth of clothes that you have to wash and dry.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we've gone through a couple of washers and dryers at least.
I bet.
There's needs for the kids. We might need new beds. The kids may need more clothes or school uniforms. And there's always things that we always needs that we have there. And eventually, we want to expand and build onto the children's home so that it has a bigger capacity.
Right.
So that is how our funding is all grassroots. And we're always trying to make connections with folks who kind of catch that same vision. And they may never go to India. They may never meet those children, but they can be a part of helping them be raised healthy and happy through
Right.
partnering.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And just saying the word children, plays on our heartstrings, because it just doesn't seem right when there's children that are suffering and don't have what we so often have in this country right from the beginning.
Absolutely.
So, and then this is what I'd like to know is, do you have sponsorships like for one child, like World Vision does? Do you have any of that?
We do, and it is very similar to that program that you just mentioned. And if someone goes to our website, we actually have some pages dedicated to what child sponsorship through us looks like. There's a gallery of kids that we need sponsors for, so they can actually see that child's picture and say, and if they decide to sponsor a child and fill out that application, they can put the child's name in there that they want to sponsor specifically. A lot of people do that. Some people just say, choose a kid for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I've done that as well.
And so if they choose one, or we have somebody else choose one, do you do the letters and you can respond and interact with that child?
Yes, ma'am. And so what happens is we will send those sponsors a packet that is a printed picture of that child. It's also a picture that they've drawn, or in the sheet that they filled out that I mentioned earlier.
Okay.
We want to give those to right. We want to make that connection, and then I do those whenever I'm there, and so we try to update those as we get updates. Okay. And so that's the first thing that sponsors are going to get. And then we are working out a process where we're communicating with the kids through sending letters from sponsors here, and then let them write back. The challenge that I mentioned earlier about the language is something that we're working through. So it's not been a quick turnaround. And also it's difficult if every child in the home is not receiving a letter at the same time. It's somewhat disruptive.
Right.
So we try to make it where we send, and even if a child's not sponsored, that we've got a letter for that child, if nothing else, so that they have a letter from somebody, and then they can write back.
Yeah. So it's inclusive. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So the sponsorships, how much are they a month for a child?
It's $35 a month. And we have people that pay it monthly. We have people that just pay the whole year. It's $420 for the year. And that is all outlined on our website. And there are links in there where you can submit payments through there and fill out that application initially, or just ask for information.
Okay.
We like for people to know that. But that $35 makes sure that they have a safe place to live, food, clothing, education, and access to medical care. We like, kids get hurt and kids get sick. And so
Right.
just like everywhere, we have access to medical care for them as well.
So the $35 goes solely for that child and their well-being.
Yes,
Is that
ma'am.
correct? Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Just
ma'am.
want to make sure. If you're sending the $35 and you have chosen a child, or they have chosen one for you, that goes specifically to that child's needs. And that to
Yes,
me is very tangible. Sometimes, this just makes it so much more practical for people to go and identify. I am helping. Give us a name of an Indian child so we can visualize.
Okay. So we have a little boy. His name is Imran.
Emron.
Imran, Imran. And I do not have his paperwork in front of me, but I think Imran is 9 years old, and he's been there pretty much from the beginning. And just a great little kid, always a little mischievous look in his eye, but nice as he can be, and loves to play games when we're there. And so Imran's a great boy to visualize. And then I would say if you were wanting to visualize a girl, we have a little girl who's 12. Her name is Jyothi, and very sweet.
J-O-P?
Jyothi.
Uh-huh.
Very sweet little girl, always a little timid, but once you get to know her, she's always smiling, but once you get to know her, she gets a little playful. But until then, she's a little shy.
I love it. Okay.
And one of the things I always like people to know is, they ask me, do I know these kids? And yes, if you're holding a picture of that child, I'm the one that took it. And all of the pictures on our website are of our children or of our work. We don't use any canned stock photos, because I believe it's important to have that transparency and that people actually see what we're dealing with. And so those are all our kids.
So all the photos that are on the website, you have taken personally, Ellen? Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. I have taken them, or maybe a staff member, but all of them are of our work.
Yes, I love it. Okay, so tell us, I was so touched by your free gift last week because it reminded me it's something tangible in my hand that I can feel and touch and know that I'm helping somebody else. So tell us about the free gift that you are bringing to the audience today. And then also about your website, because I think people need to go to your website and find some children. I'm hoping that there's many people that will find some children to help, because this is huge. It's tangible. $35 is nothing. It's like my lattes in a month. So
I know.
So tell us.
So,
yeah. Thank you.
So the free gift is what we call it our awareness bracelet. It's a ladder wrap bracelet that is a single wrap one time around your wrist. It's leather band with black glass beads, except one bead is red. And it reminds us to be the one that stands out, to be the one that's different, that be in the change, and showing love in action. And so that red bead reminds us to stand out. Right.
And be extraordinary.
Be extraordinary. Exactly. I love that. And so the way that we're making that available is through our website, and listeners can go. I'm going to spell the website out, because I understand Agapao is somewhat of an unusual word, but it's Agapao, the word movement.net /gift, GIFT.
Wonderful.
And there's a little form there.
Mm-hmm. And they
So
can
there's
fill
just a
that
little
out?
form there. They can fill it out. Yes, ma'am.
Is there, did somebody create those bracelets?
Yes, ma'am. We actually make those. Our staff makes them
Okay, love
ourselves.
it. Love it. The
Mm-hmm.
staff makes them, the ones that are
Mm-hmm.
giving their lives for the children.
Right.
That's wonderful.
And there's a
Uh-huh.
picture on the website of them too. So just because we make them, I don't want people to think, they're very nice glass beads, leather bands. Yep.
Yeah, just that tangible reminder. I want to thank you for coming in today. This has been, what's the word? It's emotional for me, but it's very tangible how we can help these children. So I encourage everybody out there to take a look at Ellen's website, and if you get the bracelet, help that remind you of the children over there and how you, although you might feel ordinary, you can do something extraordinary. Sometimes out there we don't feel we have gifts or we can make a difference in this world. This is one tangible way that you can make a difference. And think of Emron, or is it JOP? What's that?
JOP. Mm-hmm.
JOP.
JOP.
Think of Emron or JOP. You can make a difference in their lives. And I have one more question. Ellen, what is the legacy that you would like to leave behind? How do you want your friends and your family to remember you?
I want them to remember me as someone who inspired people to make a change just by stepping out of their comfort zone and doing that thing that needs to be done.
Simply doing the thing that needs to be done. And that's wrapped around the word Agapao, love in action. Beautiful, Ellen. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yes, and God bless you and all those children over there at Grace's house. Remember, it is never too late. It's not too late to lose weight. It is not too late to help a child named Emron or JOP. It is just not too late. Don't let today go pass by thinking of things that you're going to do tomorrow that you can do today. Remember out there, it is never too late. It is never too late to help a child. Thank you, and God bless you and your mission, Ellen.
Thank you. Bless you, and I know that you're blessing others through what you do as well.
Thank you.